Hello and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be doing a stock analysis on Reddit. Now, of course, if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, this isn't financial advice. It's purely educational and entertainment purposes. Now, the reason I'm making this analysis on Reddit today is because it has been on the market for quite a while now. It has been there for almost a year. No, actually a little more than a year. So now I'm finally able to make it as we have a better graph. Now, of course, as you can see, when Reddit was launched on the stock exchange back in the 21st of March 24, it instantly exploded all the way up to 74. It was launched at about 50, I believe it was. Then it quickly crashed again, of course, down here, and then it did have a nice positive trajectory. As you can see, we had a golden cross within the first month, and then we had the first earnings, which was 6% above. Now, you need to know that these are negative numbers, as I'm just going to show you down here now. They don't make any money at all at the moment. But besides that, as you can see, it has been performing quite decently for a tech company that doesn't really make any money. As you can see here, it is ups and downs. It was then again up in this 75, and as you can see, it did fall a bit on that. And that is of course because this is a resistance level, as you can see here from the top over to here, which means that the people that bought, their chances are they wanted to get out, and maybe just some computers that trade on algorithmic basis sometimes sell on here, which might also be a reason why. Then it did trade a bit down until we did see this earnings getting up 81%, and then we have this great one up 300%, where they made money and were estimated to lose money, and that is why it exploded, trading then all the way up to $226. It started out at 80, so it was a huge rally in the late of last year, all the way to the start of this year in February, and ever since then it has just plummeted. Now for the day it is up 6%. It is quite crazy, but then again, look at the other stocks. It is up quite a lot today. Now, as you can see here, it is a relatively large company at $19 billion. Now, it is the newest social media that is actually big and actually has a lot of accounts on it, like Facebook and so on and so forth on the stock exchange. Now, I like Reddit a lot because the last social media that really came and stayed was Instagram, and that was bought by Facebook in 2013 for $1 billion, and that is today worth $70.3 billion. Now, of course, we do see that Reddit is also worth almost 20 billion, but it is worth noting they don't make any real money yet, but it is growing, and of course they wouldn't be trading all the way up here. Of course there might be some speculation, but if people didn't see it on the long-term case, of course, remember, Facebook didn't make any money in their early years either, so of course we do need to see that increasing. So yeah, let's take a look at the earnings. As you can see here, they guide quite decently. As you see here, they estimated to lose about $8 per share, and then next quarter they estimated to lose below $1 on a share, and they have just been positive ever since. This is quite great because it is, and then we do see these new ones, as you can see here. They then actually expect to make money, so they're expecting to make money per share. Now, as you can see, the income statements here, they lose more and more money, but this is, well, not lose more and more, but as you can see, they make more and more money, but they're still in minus, and this is because, of course, they are investing that into their own company to make it better, which is also quite great. Now, you can also see here in the RSI, it is trading quite highly most of the time. As you can see here, it is up in the upper channel of the RSI more often than not, which means that it is in the upwards momentum. Now, I do like where it's at the moment, just for the stock as a whole. I do think chances are it's going to go down is there, just because it was a bit too fast and went a bit crazy, but now it is decent, and it has been more than a year that it launched on the stock exchange, and it's still up more than 100% from that. So of course that is quite a lot for the first year, so be a bit wary about that, as there might be some speculators. Also, just everybody that bought here are gonna have a minus, so there is some speculative. Say it's trading currently at it's like 106, and then if it goes to, let's say, 126, that would be a bit too low. Let's say it starts trading at 170 again. Everybody that bought in here thinking, great, now I can get out on a profit or just break even, might sell if they don't believe in the case anymore because of the huge losses it took in very short time. As you can see here, we did see some huge losses trading from 160, 100, and what day span was this? 5 days. So yeah, it lost a third of its value in 5 days, which is quite insane. Now it is trading a bit upwards again, as we can also see in the SMA lines. It is trading a bit upwards, and also in the RSI we do have a breakout, but of course it is upwards at 6% for the day. Now seasonals, they are not really existent. As you can see, we only have last year, but 227% in the first year is quite insane. So of course, be a bit wary. Now the technicals on this for the day is neutral. It's actually a sell in the moving averages, and for the month it of course is a strong sell and a strong sell and a sell in the oscillators. And that is just because, I mean, look at it. It is still way too negative in a way too short time. So if you're going in technically, don't buy it now. I personally wouldn't get into it right now. I would maybe wait to see it getting a bit of more an upwards momentum or even trading a bit more down. I would actually prefer to see it go downwards. I like where it's at now, but I want to see it actually go down to the 80 level because, and then take a relaxed trip upwards, not this huge spikes. As you can see here in the RSI, we saw it at 91, which is just way too high. 92 actually, which is way too high. And then down here in the RSI, where it also crashed crazily. So it is just way too volatile for me. I want to see it drop a bit before it actually increases again. But of course, it is a social media company, so maybe it's just gonna increase. Like we have Meta, and it's just insane. So yeah, and of course, as I mentioned Instagram earlier, chances are a social media like this is just gonna keep going up. But for me right now, it is a bit too speculative. I am gonna wait and see their next earnings also, which of course, as you can see, is the 1st of May, so that is in a week. Now the analyst rating on this, as you can see, is all over the place. We have 28, so we have 15 strong buy, 2 buy, 9 hold, 1 sell, and 1 strong sell. And I can see the worst is back to 75, which is also mine at the moment for the end of the year. That is this one. I don't think it's gonna end there this year. I would like to see it go there before I buy any myself. But at the end of the year, I think maybe 150, 160 is actually decent. Let's wait and see. Of course, we do have one here which is up 126%. I think that's way too crazy. But overall, analyst ratings are insanely high on this and quite great. Of course, it is nice to see we have so many different ones here because this means there is just a hype to get it bought. But then again, a little over 50% is everyone is in a strong buy. So chances are people are just going to keep buying on analyst rating. But then again, you never know. Now, the annual, as you can see here on their earnings, as you can see, they are expecting to earn money this year and then increase. But for a internet company, that is quite unusual. But then again, we did see they make them reducing their expenditure by this much, so it is quite a unique company. But yeah, I'm a bit worried on it, to be honest. Now, if you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and please don't forget to make any other comments in the comment section below about companies you want me to make analysis of in the future.